Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to ARK Survival Ascended, and today I'm going to go ahead and attempt to tame some Reapers to go ahead and use them against some Outposts. And hopefully I'll be able to go ahead and get multiple of them, but if not, I'll just get one, hopefully I'll only need one, but I want to go ahead and get some backups just in case. But I need to go ahead and start raiding some higher end outposts for some better loot and hopefully a blood forge, and also to go ahead and complete a milestone that I have. And I think that Reapers will be a really good option, seeing that they can tank a bunch of damage so long as they're not affected by charge light. So hopefully I'll be able to find one and get a couple good levels. But I already have a trap set up over at the area, so let's just quickly head over there and then we can go try and find ourselves a good level queen. Alright, here we are at the entrance to the radiation area and where you find the Reapers. Here are the coordinates and location on the map, about 19 by 66. And it's under this nice little entryway here, and it's also right by one of the large Thrall statues. I can't remember exactly what direction it is. It's right there, you can kind of see it on the map. And right below a little aberrant infected area. So, unfortunately, as far as I know, there is not a single creature on this map that is immune to radiation, so I'm going to use my Soulwind and a bunch of the Mushroom Brews, and I'm just going to quickly go ahead and equip my hazard gear. There we go. Now, I've already went ahead and tested this trap before to see if it can contain a Reaper, and it can. I didn't test to see if it actually can go ahead and hit me with the tail attack to go ahead and actually give me a Reaper myself, but this definitely can go ahead and trap one, and it should be able to go ahead and grab me. So, I also, now that I think about it, should probably go ahead and pick up my Veilwind, as I don't know if he's going to be immune to the radiation damage, so I'll just need to be careful. But yeah, we should hopefully be able to just head in here and hopefully find a Reaper pretty quickly. Though, the times that I've been in here is I've already been here a couple times just to go ahead and explore it a little bit and figure out where the Reapers spawn. And for me, most of them tend to spawn down in the actual Molten Edmundium, which it's really difficult to get them out of there. I actually had a 145 spawn here once and I tried getting it out, but I wasn't able to, and it ended up just despawning. So, unfortunately, that is a little bit of a risk, so hopefully we don't have that issue and we'll be able to find a max level that's just sitting right there. Preferably that would be the first one we find, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. So we'll just need to keep an eye out. And of course I have a Gloon to go ahead and apply Charge Light. That's how you get Charge Light here on Lost Colony. They have the ability to turn their light cones into charge. So just go ahead and use that to help you go ahead and actually damage the Reapers. And it'll also keep Nameless away, which there are Nameless down here as well. But yeah, this area is just a really small area. It basically just contains Reapers. As far as I know, there's nothing else down here really of note but Nameless and Reapers, so I guess there's a bunch of these plants, which these blue glowing ones should give you a ton of organic polymer. And yeah, I think those will give you fungal wood. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't really harvested them before, but yeah, there's just a bunch of the aberrant stuff here that you get throughout the rest of the map in the aberrant areas. So really the only unique thing about here is just that there's a bunch of Reapers. So, though normally I would have found one by now, so I'm a little bit concerned. Let's see. Strange. Okay. Like being really careful when going ahead and walking across this, because there is a chance of having a little bit of a lag spike and I slip off the edge and fall into the Edmundium. And while thanks to a Soulwind it's pretty easy to get out, the damage does really hurt the hazard gear as well as it can kill my Gloons, so I need to go ahead and be extra careful. For some reason I've been having some lag spikes recently. I don't know if anyone else's servers have been having that issue, but it's been a little bit of a problem for me. Is that a Reaper? It is. Okay. What level do we have? 55. Okay, and it looks like it's also stuck in the Edmundium. Okay, there we go. Fortunately, it's far away. I've noticed that when they're in the Edmundium, it actually is a little bit hard to have your Gloon affect them with the Charge Light, because when they get close like this, I'm guessing their hitbox is counted is below this cliff. So the Charge Light can't go ahead and affect it, seeing that's actually done in, I guess, spotlight fashion, as opposed to just a complete radiated zone of light. It's only in a specific direction, so you have to actually kind of aim it a little bit, which makes it a little bit difficult to handle Reapers. But yeah, unfortunately, 90% of the Reapers I've found have all spawned like this, which makes it really difficult to kill them, but it also can make them impossible to even get out of here, meaning that you can find a really good level that's just stuck here, and there's no way to get it out. There's some parts I think they can climb out on their own, but I'm pretty sure over here, if you get one in this pool, there is nothing you can do to save it. Just in case, though, I did bring some foundations and ramps just to see if there's a way. I know they can technically grab onto the Solwind ice bridges, but when I tried that last time I was down here just to go ahead and investigate the area, it didn't really work, and it was able to stand on it, but it always ended up jumping off. So hopefully, when we find a good level, it won't go ahead and be stuck down in the Edmundium like this. Yeah, let me just go ahead and quickly kill this one, and normally, I think I'm going to have to go ahead and leave the area for it to respawn. Normally, I found that that gives better results, and I should probably go ahead and apply the mushroom brew to keep the radiation away. Yeah, it's really annoying that they kind of act like this, and honestly, it probably would be better if I just brought out my Sidon. I've been going ahead and using an Sidon for things, and I have it just completely specced into damage, and apparently I can't stand on that bridge. Can I stand on this one? There we go. So, yeah, probably would be easier to go ahead and use that, but I don't know. The Solwind's traversability, I think, is really nice, so if there's none around here, sometimes there can be two at a time, so I just want to make sure. And I'm sure they can respawn while you're down here, but I would recommend that you just quickly leave the area. You can go ahead and use a Desmodus in here, by the way, if you apply the Mushroom Brew. I feel like they used to be radiation immune back on Evolved, but I guess they aren't anymore, so just a quick warning, Desmodus don't really work, and of course they're going to be a little bit more difficult to kite things around with than a Solwind. But yeah, my recommendation for getting out of here, if you have a Solwind or a Thylas, are also pretty good options because of their ability to climb. Oh, cooldown. Is simply to head over these pillars and just climb them. With a Solwind, though, you can go ahead and just pull out a bridge once you reach an area where you need to go ahead and start moving around a little bit more, and then you can simply just get up to the top, then do this if you ever get stuck, and then you just keep on climbing up. But yeah, I'm probably going to have to go ahead and kill quite a few Reapers before we get a good one spawn, so honestly, I think I'm just going to go ahead and bring you guys back when we actually find a good one, because I have no idea how long I'm going to be here for, so I will go ahead and find myself a good queen, and then I'll bring you guys back when it's time to go ahead and lead her into the trap, and then go ahead and start the actual taming process. Oh, there we go, 150. Okay. First of all, passive. Second of all, I need to figure out how to get her all the way across. Okay. Let's go ahead and just switch back over to charge. For some reason, it's been turning itself off that for now. Oh, we need to be really careful. I do not need her going into the Edmundium. I should be able to lead her through here, though. Hopefully those crystals aren't blocking her. Let's see. Oh, yep, we're okay, we're okay. Alright, hopefully I can get her all the way up without her launching me into the Edmundium. I'm probably going to end up taking a little bit of damage from the radiation here. Wait, where'd she go? Where is she? Oh, there we go. She must have just de-aggroed because of this little plant right here. Come on. Alright. Oh, she's right there. Well, let's go ahead and pop some endurance, and then I'm going to switch over to swiftness, just to make sure that I can stay ahead of her. So if she uses her tail attack, I might go flying into the Edmundium, and she's going to follow, so I need to be really careful. Yeah, there's all the radiation damage. Be really careful. I'll just hover over endurance just so I can pop it whenever it's available. Just try to tank as best as I can. We're almost out of here, though. So glad I found a 150. I don't think I've ever actually tamed a max level Reaper on ASA. Let's see. Yep. Keep going this way. Switch your swiftness is not ready. She fallen still? Here, just to quickly help save me a little bit of health. Come on. Okay, almost there. Let's just hope that she'll cooperate with the trap nicely. Come on, almost there. No, 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 don't go underground right here, please. Come back up, please. Oh, no. Oh, there she is. Okay, I'm pretty sure if she goes underground for too long up here, I'm pretty sure she'll despawn, so... Jeez. I'm gonna be honest, she kind of feels faster than most queens. Okay. A little bit further in. Let's be safe. I need both feet on the foundation, please. Oh, she's not. She's kind of blocked by that pillar right there, isn't she? Come on. We're almost in. There you go. I think that's in the right spot. Right? Yeah. So I should be able to just do... Hold on, let me just go behind her. Nope. There. Perfect. Okay. So there we go. And fortunately, we have ourselves a Parasaur right here, which fixes the other problem that I was going to have. I really need it to go ahead and... Here, we'll just do it this way. Get it angry at the soul wind. I can just pick him up. Perfect. Okay. Whew. Okay, that's the hard part done. At least, I'm hoping that's the hard part. Brought some sleeping bags to go ahead and help out with this part of the process. This Parasaur is being really inconvenient, though. Now I have to go ahead and get it low enough, and honestly, I'm a little bit scared about this part. You know, here, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick this Parasaur up and move it somewhere a little bit more convenient, because I do not need it getting caught in the crossfire and getting mad. So let's just pick it up, and actually, if I dismount my Aureliax, will it drop it? It does, unfortunately. Here, is there like somewhere that I can just kind of trap it? Here, I'll just pull him over here. Okay. There's the queen. Okay, now I'm gonna pull out my soul one again, just because... Easiest option. No, if the Parasaur is mad, honestly, I need to just go ahead and kill it. Fine. Ugh, I don't want to do that. That was gonna be my best way of farming experience. I guess I'll have to use the, Phiomias around here. There's technically 4 of them, and I did bring Broths of Enlightenment just to help with that, because my breeding rates are so incredibly high, or, well, fast. I have very little time to go ahead and farm the XP, so I'll hopefully be able to just use these Phiomias. But now I want to just quickly see how much damage does my, okay, 791, so... I don't want to go ahead and use the shotgun, because the shotgun, depending on how many pellets hit, can technically do a different amount of damage every single time. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the, Fabricate Crossbow. Did we switch off charge mode again? Yeah, we did. I don't know why it does that. Go ahead and shoot her a couple times. Not really sure when I'm going to be able to know when I need to start switching it up. Let's take a look at the health now. We need her to get down to 2k. Okay, I could probably go ahead and put a couple shotgun shells. Just to go ahead and see, what are we looking at right now? Oh, yeah, no. Alright, I can definitely put a good amount of these into her. I'll probably put 1 or 2 more full tubes full. Fortunately, the legs kind of... It's not leg, it's just the frame rate's a bit lower than I'd like it to be. Alright. You know, if I was smart, I would've... Okay, yep, go ahead and kill the Fumias, that's fine. That's not kind of ruining my plans whatsoever. Okay, 20,000 left. I think we should be good to do that. That is the last bit of the shotgun I can use, though. 1,200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Let's see, how much do we have left? 4k, so let's go 1, 2, just need a 3. Am I good for a 3? I'm good for a 3 and 4. 3 and 4. We below 2k now? Oh yeah, there we go, perfect. So now comes the part that we are all familiar with. The act of going ahead and somehow remembering that I forgot a shield. Okay, this is going to be a whole lot more dangerous than it really should be. So we are going to turn my Galoon's charge off. We're going to drop him right there. We're going to whistle passive. And there is that pink mist of doom. Hopefully this doesn't take very long. Oh. Let's see if it actually works. It did. Okay, unfortunately I am stuck in the trap though. I really should grab some medical brews. Let me just do that. I'll put that on the hot bar. I need to very quickly find something. There was a 145 Fumia, right? Yep, there we go. Sorry, buddy. You are best option for XP I have. That is nowhere near enough. Okay, what can I do to go get more? Desmo, here. Very quickly. I should have really thought that part through a little bit more, but... Oh, I also didn't grab them. Oh, there's Parasers. That'll work. Quickly, hey guys. There we go. 75. That's all we need. And unfortunately, my host multiplier is not great, so this is not going to be as good as it would be on ASE. But hopefully, we should be able to go ahead and get ourselves a Reaper. I really should have gone ahead and built a little shack here, but I think we'll be okay, so I'm just going to skip over till when the, I guess, birthing process happens, and then we can go ahead and check out the stats on the new baby. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hopefully this works. Here we go. Quickly. Come up. Did I die to the cold? I might have died to the cold. Fortunately, that's why we have sleeping bags. Let's just hope that the Reaper Queen is still there. Actually, it may have been starvation. I was starving. Hopefully that's what it was. Queen is still there. That is good. Just quickly grab my stuff back, and we can take a look at the stats on the Reaper. Yes, okay, that's my stuff. Let's see. Really good weight stat. I'm mostly looking for health here. Numb 2 is really good, though. That'll be good for a Soaking Reaper. I don't know if I'm going to try and go for absolute best possible stats, as I will be here forever if that's the case. So, I do see that pink mist of doom, so I guess we can just go in for another attempt. Let's see, med brews are on the hotbar. So quickly just have some of those. And I'll have to pop another Broth of Enlightenment. I'm very glad I've been keeping these things from all of the drops. I've been keeping them because I know you can use them on thralls, apparently. I tried that out, so yes, I do actually know you can do that. But, I mean, this is definitely a good use of it. Yeah, that was low level. I'm gonna have to find another one. And there we go. Oh, this one's a good level. Kind of a waste. Yeah, I'll have to go ahead and find some more creatures I can use to farm some XP off of. But yeah, honestly, I think I'm going to sit here and I'm going to get a couple of these guys. I don't know how many I'm going to go for. I mean, if I want to be crazy, I could just go for as many as I have Broth of Enlightenment and stuff, but I think I'm going to limit myself to just a few of them. We'll see. I'll probably go until I get one that I'm really satisfied with the stats of, so yeah. Honestly, I will bring you guys back when I am done getting all the babies, and then we can go ahead, review all the stats, grow them up, and then I have a method I want to go show off to go farm some experience to help me get my Drakeling able to give a bunch of XP to one of them, the one that I'll be using for the Outpost. So I'll be back when I have a whole bunch of Baby Reapers. Alright, so I'm back, and I ended up getting quite a few, a lot more than I really thought I would. I ended up stopping because I lost all my sleeping bags from a couple of accidents I had. But we're going to just quickly go over the stats, and immediately that one's looking really nice with 38 in health, which is, I mean, that's pretty decent, all things considered. I'm guessing that actually with the level being 197, that's actually probably pretty close to being just a good stat. Looks like we also have a 37 with, that one has aggressive, and I think that the queen had really high weight because almost all these have really good weight, so, fast learner, I might take that. 43, okay, that is really good. What was our damage? Okay, the damage is not very good at all. Ooh, this one might be better. It's got 5 extra points in melee, but 1 less point into health, so let's see, that one, this one's still better, that one's not that great, and that one's not, so protective, numb, fatty, health frail, fast learner, and melee, sprinter, okay, I might go ahead and grab some of the traits from these guys, particularly, numb and protective, I think, and just put them here onto this guy. Now that I think about it, I should probably build a little containment area that I can keep him in for now, just so he doesn't run around and start killing everything. Yeah, I'm only gonna grow up one for now. Hopefully I won't need to grow up any others, ever, but just in case, we do end up losing this guy, I will go ahead and keep the rest of them somewhere. I might even just grow them up so they can start earning experience later, but for now, I'm just going to go ahead and keep them here in this little area. I can just keep it away from everything, and let me just go ahead and drop off this Galoon over here onto the pedestal, and I can pick up my Drakeling. I'm not sure why he's over here. But yeah, I'll just temporarily have this area blocked off. I probably should actually grab the Sidon Skulls out of here, and I'll be fine. It probably won't break this stuff, and I'll just have to keep an eye on it. We do have a door, so I will just put this on here, and let's see, I will go ahead and toss out the first baby. Where was he? It was the one with Fatty, right? Yeah, this guy. Alright, so this is probably the best one that I got out of the bunch, I'd say, so I'm going to go ahead and just give him a little bit of meat, just so he will grow up, and yeah, I think that I'm going to go ahead and let this guy grow up, and I'll eventually go ahead and grow up all the other ones, so I'll go ahead and put them, yeah, I'll go ahead and store them somewhere. Maybe I can store them in this cryo that I for some reason just have sitting up here. But yeah, I think I will go ahead and let this guy grow up, and then we can go out and test him out on a resource cache to go ahead and get a bunch of experience for him. And then we will go ahead and actually test him out against Outposts, and hopefully I'll be able to find a beta attack one that I can do pretty easily, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, I need to do 3 of them. So hopefully I can find them pretty easily. I'm not sure how many we're going to do, depends on how long each of them take. But yeah, I will bring you guys back when this guy is all grown up and we're ready to go ahead and test him out against whatever we can really find. Okay, so the Reaper's all grown up now and max imprinted, and I transferred all the traits that I think would be best on him. So we have Fatty, Aggressive, Sprinter, Protective, and Numb. So increase armor based off the food stat. I believe Aggressive is whenever you do damage, you get a speed boost. Sprinter should be better efficiency of stamina through running. Protective is obviously just reduce the damage of the rider, and then Numb is the weird reduce the damage you take, but you take the damage amount that's reduced over time. It's weird. But yeah, so he's starting off with almost 30,000 health, and of course, a pretty decent melee at about 400, so yeah, I'm mostly going to be going for probably health on this guy. I might put some points into damage, but I really do want to have a higher health stat than I normally would go. I think normally for Reapers, I'd settle for like 30, maybe 40k, but I'm thinking maybe going all the way to 50, seeing that he's basically going to be a bit of a turret soaker. But to go ahead and get him a bunch of experience, we're going to head down south, where there is hopefully going to be a couple resource caches we can do. Now, from what I understand, resource caches give, I think it's like 5 times experience. I don't know the actual multiplier or if there really is one, I've just heard that, but I do know they give a ton of experience. So I want to go ahead and try and run one of those really quickly. Just for the sake of the experience, so if I find a beta and I can't actually complete it, then it doesn't really matter. I mean, if I can complete it, that's great, but I'm mostly doing this for the experience because I want to go ahead and apply a bunch of experience to the Reaper so he can go ahead and be really useful for raiding these outposts, as I'd really prefer that he doesn't die. But as for finding these things, they're kind of annoying, but for the most part, no, there's actually one right there. That didn't take very long, and I think that's a gamma? No, it's a beta. Alright, that just means more experience for me. But anyway, I would recommend personally the way that I've been going to find them, wrong one, is there's obviously the one that's right here, but follow along this river, particularly south of the river, and there's normally some down here, and then I've also seen some over here along this side of the map as well. So again, the loot you get from them really isn't that great. I guess I haven't done one on alpha, or I guess I haven't even completed one on beta, but from what I understand, the loot's not very good, but the experience is amazing. So if you have a Drakeling, this is a really good way to try and farm XP for Dragon Hordes. Normally, I go ahead and do this on my Asidon that I have spec'd into just an insane amount of damage. But again, I'm not trying to actually complete this. I just want to go ahead and farm a bunch of experience for this guy, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So let's just see how we can handle this. Obviously, I'm not too worried about taking a bunch of damage, because this is a Reaper, and now that I think about it, I have a Winter Drakeling, so I'm going to take even less damage. Though this is a lot less effective at killing things than in a Sidon that is completely spec'd into an insane amount of damage. So, yeah, I'm not exactly expecting this to go too well, but hopefully we can just farm a ton of XP off this. When I did with a beta with my Sidon, which I almost ended up beating it, I just ended up losing to the Alpha Sidon boss. The only issue that I ended up running into for the experience was that I got so much experience so fast that the cooldown on my Drakeling's ability to give the experience was longer than how long it took for me to get the 30,000 to max it. So we'll see. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case, seeing that we're going to be really slow at killing things, but we'll see. Yeah, the cache is definitely taking a lot of damage here, but that's alright. Let's see. As you can see, our XP count down on the Drakeling's little status effect is climbing like crazy. Health of my Reaper's going down a little bit more than I thought it would, but we should be fine. Would like it if I could have a moment to quickly apply the XP the minute that we hit 30k, though. Okay, almost done here. Looks like it's mostly just a couple Trodons, but I think that's everything. It's at this point I'd like to point out that the bug where Ambush Strike procs on every single attack you do is still in the game. So that's why my damage seems to be, I guess, so high than what it would be if you had a Reaper like this normally. But yeah, there we go. 44 levels just off the first wave. I'm going all the way to 50k, honestly. Let's do it. I do want to have a good amount of damage, though. And honestly, I mean, even with turrets, I feel like if I'm pretty careful about disabling them as fast as I can, I feel that 50,000 health is more than enough when it comes to a Reaper. Alright, there's the first wave done, and it regenerated most of the health, so that's good. If I pulled out my Sidon, I actually probably could beat this thing, but yeah. I kind of wish that I was able to farm a little bit more experience, though. Oh, let's kind of stay off to the side. I see a mammoth down there. That's probably part of it. Here, this Copton should probably give me enough, right? Almost. Is that a Utai? Oh, it is a Utai. I'm a little bit scared of that, honestly. Actually, I guess Reapers are probably immune to Fear Roar, aren't they? Never mind. Alright, give me a little bit of room. Go ahead and do this. Go ahead and hit the Reaper with all the XP, so the cooldown can start all over again. Yeah. This is pretty much just going to be me taking on this thing, and hopefully it goes well, so I'll just go ahead and bring you guys back if anything interesting happens. Okay, somehow I managed to beat the second wave, and as you can see, the resource cache is incredibly weak, so I've gone ahead and accepted that I am not going to be able to fully defend this thing, but I at least want to get one more blast of Drakeling XP before I'm done here. And it looks like we have some Sidons coming in, so that's definitely going to hurt. I'm not sure if we're going to get an Alpha one or not. I know that the boss of these is normally an Alpha Sidon or an Alpha Rex. So I'm not sure which one we're getting today, but there's the Alpha boost, so whatever it is, it's close by. Oh, it's a Raptor this time. That's... okay, that's weird. I'm starting to take a lot of damage, so honestly, I am just going to run away. I think we have gone ahead and done everything here that I really care to. We got a pretty good amount of experience, and yeah, they're just gonna take that down in a matter of seconds. So yeah, a little bit disappointing that we couldn't complete it, but that's okay. That's not really what this thing was for. Let's go ahead and just give this guy the rest of the experience, and oh, perfect. Just in time for it to come back. Alright, how much does that give? Only one level? Jeez, that's not very good. Alright, well, anyway, we have 50,000 health and almost, we're getting close to 600% melee, and obviously this guy is not meant to do the damage by himself. That is meant to be done by the herd of bisons, so I'm going to go ahead and go heal this guy up, and then we're going to go ahead and find a beta outpost and see if this Reaper plus my bison can go ahead and actually take it down. So I will go heal this guy up, find an outpost, and then I will bring you guys back when we're ready to start a raid. Alright, so we are here at a beta Gladiator's Keep. Now, I haven't actually done a Gladiator's Keep before, so hopefully this goes well, but I do know that the boss is supposed to be a Sidon, or I guess an Sidon, sorry. But yeah, so hopefully this will go well, and hopefully I have a sheer number of creatures that's just too much for him to be able to pick up. But I have 10 bison with me and 4 thylas. Honestly, part of me thinks that I'm going to get absolutely destroyed by this thing. The other part of me thinks that this is extremely overkill. The only problem is I have absolutely no idea where all the generators here are. And I have a Gloon with me, because a Gloon will allow me to resist Charge Light. I don't know if these outposts actually can go ahead and apply Charge Light to you. I thought I saw some spotlights on one, and I think spotlights can apply Charge Light. But real quickly, I just want to see if I can walk in here, because supposedly I should be able to if I just camo with my Gloon. So I should be able to just quickly come in here and just find all the generators. Looks like we have one there. Oh boy, the stylists are mad at me. Alright, I'll go ahead and just get out of here before they find me. I don't really feel like losing everything in there, so I have an idea on where one of them is, and fortunately this one seems to be smaller. I feel like each different outpost has different sizes, and this one seems to be pretty compact, so I'm just gonna have everyone start off by following me, and then I'll set them on probably neutral for now. And hopefully we should be able to just kind of walk in here and kind of just destroy the entire place, but we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure. Part of me's thinking on leaving them outside till I disable the turrets, but honestly I think we'll be okay. So let's just go in here and see how much damage we end up taking from these turrets. Not a lot. And it's looking like we're actually breaking the structures really fast, so that's good. And that should be the last generator, I think. Yep, there we go. Alright, so now it should just be everyone go ahead and just kill everything, I guess. And hopefully no one shows up that has a, rocket launcher. I should not have said that, shouldn't I? Alright, it does look like we are more than capable of destroying the structures, which is what I was a little bit afraid of. I was afraid our damage wasn't going to be very high. But yeah, no, this is looking to be incredibly effective. I need to figure out where that U-tie is, though, because that could cause a lot of problems if we don't take him out. Here, everyone, take him out first. Oh, here's some whips. That's not good. For the most part, it looks like we're doing okay here, though. Jeez, this guy is in trouble. It's probably gonna die here. I'm hoping that we can make it out here with little to no casualties. Honestly, if everyone's handling that, okay. Let me just move everyone away from me. Just want to go ahead and keep working on the structure so that they'll stop spawning people. I don't know why I'm stuck right now. I guess all the bison stuff are probably doing that. Yeah, I guess Reapers are incredibly effective against this, though I guess that probably was obvious. It's a Reaper. But, yeah, this is kind of ridiculous, honestly. Hopefully, is it daytime? Yes, technically is. So I think I'll be safe from having neophytes chase me down. At least for now. Flamethrower, Woolly Rhino. Jeez, that's terrifying. Looks like we're mopping up the last of them, though. Not exactly sure how we're gonna handle this, Sidon they're gonna throw at us. I'm hoping that he'll go down quickly. But we'll see. Took me forever to find this thing, too. All the outposts were gamma, and I didn't really feel like going ahead and doing a gamma one, so... Uh-oh. Yep, there it is. Alright, well, take him out, guys. I'm hoping that that Thyloblee is going to do work. Oh, judging by how fast his health is going down, yeah, the Thyloblee is doing amazing. Yeah, I'm going to have to start growing up more Thylas and Bison just to replace the ranks whenever this happens. Because I'm sure we're going to lose some of them. Yeah, we're cutting through his health pretty effectively. Just going to go ahead and apply this just to slow him down. Not that that really matters. Too bad that can't slow down his attack speed. That would be helpful. Yeah. Definitely seeing a lot of damage being done here. Ow, that hurt. But, I mean, so are we. Hopefully we can go down without any casualties. This honestly probably is, I'm guessing, the hardest boss fight that there is from any of these. I only know of 4 locations. There's the Breeding Pits, which has the Desmodus. There's the Marksman's Camp, which has the Sniper. There is the Molten Works, which has the guy with the flamethrower, and then this one. So I think that this is probably going to be the hardest one out of the bunch from raw strength alone, but that's because, I mean, it has an Asidon as a boss. I'm hoping that the sound effect of, what do you call it, Ambush Strike isn't getting picked up too much in the audio, because it's kind of annoying. If there was a way to turn just that sound effect off, I'd do it, but I don't really think I can, so sorry if that's particularly annoying, but I know that my volume from the actual gameplay is turned down significantly in the recording, so hopefully that won't be too bothersome. Okay, yeah, that went well. We'll have to check their health here in a minute, but, here, actually, where is my Reaper? Actually, can my Gloon hold all my stuff? He might. Yeah, there we go, alright. Just put that all in him, and then I will head over here. Go crack this vault, and hopefully we get a Blood Forge on the first try. I highly doubt that, though. Apprentice Chainsaw, not cursed, so I don't really care. Oh, we get 2 Thralls from this, interesting. Alright, let's see what we got. Tech Rifle Blueprint, okay. So, nothing amazing. These chainsaws will definitely be... actually, if they're not cursed, I'm probably just gonna throw them in the grinder. Yeah, nothing too great, but supposedly that's what I'm going to need to do if I want to go ahead and get myself some, what do you call them? I want to get myself a Blood Forge, so I'm just going to go ahead and... I'll keep the chainsaws for the grinder because they'll be really helpful. I'll obviously keep any tech stuff I find, and I think I'm going to try and upgrade that to be better suited for Aureliac's blueprint. But yeah, so I guess that's the outpost. Let's see if we got a decent bit of meat, though I guess I'm using herbivores, so they can't really harvest meat. But let's go ahead and pick everyone up so we can see. I'm seeing mostly half health across the board. Let's check the bison first. Looks like our lowest is about half health. I'm guessing that's probably ones that interacted with someone with a flamethrower. As for the Thylas, Thylas are much better shape. Lowest one is again half health, but they also have better saddles, so yeah, honestly, I'd say that went pretty well. Archer, pretty decent stats. I mean, not that I really care. I think the only thing really left for me to do is to go ahead and probably get these dragon hordes. And now that I think about it, I left my Drakeling back at home. So let's see. Yeah, Reaper didn't get any XP, so I definitely need to go kill some Revenants so I'm not getting hunted by a Neophyte for the rest of my days. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and go back and grab my Drakeling, and then we'll go ahead and try to go get the Dragon Hordes. So I'm just going to quickly fly over to a spot where I can fast travel back home to grab the Drakeling, and I will bring you guys back when we start opening up the Dragon Hordes. Alright, we are coming up on the first Dragon Horde now. We should be in range relatively soon. Hopefully we can get something good. I've been getting a lot of good blueprints for Dinotherium saddles, but I don't really plan on trying to mutate Dinotherium or anything. I kind of want to just stick with the Bison, as I already have good stats for them and all, so hopefully we can get a Bison saddle blueprint, but let's see. Let's just crack this thing open, and oh my goodness. That's a really good chainsaw. Shocking Trank Darts are nice. I'll take the Kibble. The Fabricated Sniper's pretty good, and that's a really good tech sword I would like to one day be able to use. And the Whip, I can probably just go ahead and try and respec that if I can. Unfortunately, the other one is kind of in the city, so it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to go in and grab that. Let me see exactly where it is. Oh, it's like right... Okay, that shouldn't be too hard. I might not even actually need to go into the no-fly zone. That being said, I should definitely go ahead and try and kill some Revenant, because they are going to be very mad at me when I go in there. And the last thing I need is for a Neophyte to spawn on top of me, and I don't think they can spawn at 8 in the morning, but I'm still a little bit hesitant to walk into the city when I'm having this bad of rep after I just raided one of their outposts. But yeah, that honestly went really well, so I'm hoping that I can go ahead and do more of those, and I'm hoping it won't take too long for me to get a Bloodforge, because I really want to get a Malwyn. I'm getting really impatient on that one, and I'm really wishing that they went ahead and made it so there was some other way for you to go ahead and acquire them. Honestly, I feel that they could have done a little bit more with the whole faction system, and I think one of the rewards for going ahead and doing a lot of the defense outposts would be giving you a positive reputation with the Lost, and that would give you access to special blood forges that they have in the city that even maybe not useful for anything outside of just corrupting Volpites, but honestly, if it just allows you to get Malwyns before either having to get a tech rep or just having to grind an excessive amount of these outposts, I honestly think it would make the map a lot better if they didn't lock one of their creatures behind such a ridiculous requirement. So, yeah, hopefully we can go ahead and get a Bloodforge, because I do not expect to be seeing a change like that anytime soon. Honestly, I'm going to be a little bit upset if there actually is some secret way to go ahead and get a Malwyn without a Bloodforge that I just don't know about, but yeah, hopefully we can get one relatively soon, and hopefully this Dragon Horde won't be too difficult to grab. But I am a little bit nervous, because I think this is kind of close to the no-fly zone. But I might be able to make it, so let's see. I don't want to get too close. I can probably land on the cliff below. I could probably go ahead and get it here. Hopefully this will give us something good. As nice as the other one was, I don't think I'm really going to use that. That Fabricated Sniper's nice, but honestly, the Fabricated Crossbow I have probably does more damage and has a little bit more utility, so I'll probably just stick using that. And let's see where this thing pops up. Okay, right above me. Let's see. Really good sword, another good shotgun, an Archelon saddle, which I do not need, and some gauntlets, which are not better than what I have. Well, that's a little bit disappointing. Oh, the shotgun's actually better. Don't mind if I do, then. I'll probably just go ahead and drop all that, and I'll have to transfer the trait over that I have. But, alright, guess that's all we were really able to get. I'm gonna have to keep going ahead and grabbing more Dragon Hordes and doing more outposts here. And honestly, I'm hoping that I'll be able to handle a beta defense, but the defense outposts are significantly harder than the attack outposts, in my opinion, simply because I feel that only being able to control one lane with a character is really difficult seeing that I'm solo and having to rely on AI creatures to go ahead and defend other lanes is just incredibly risky, as they can let things pass, and it's difficult. There's no setting to go ahead and tell a creature to defend an area, so be aggressive to anything that enters this area, but don't go ahead and attack something if it goes too far outside. Because next thing you know, you have your army of whatever creature you're using chasing creatures that are just outside of the outpost because they're on aggressive, because you want them to take out all of the revenants that are just swarming you, but then they run away from the outpost, and now the revenants can just walk in without there being anything there to stop them. So I'll have to go ahead and figure out some tactics on how to control my creatures a little bit better. And after the recent update they did where auto turrets cost 100, that really hurt my ability to do those things. I've kind of been able to handle small gamma outposts with just my Desmodus and setting up turrets on the other side. And it works pretty well, but now that they've went ahead and changed the prices around, it's kind of made it a little bit more difficult. So, yeah, it's definitely going to take a lot of work to go ahead and keep going, and I'm hoping that I can handle doing more of these bait outposts without losing too many bison and thylas. I definitely need to go and grow some more up, though, and hopefully I can find a good thyla saddle blueprint. Seeing that I have so many thyla saddles themselves, I'm assuming I must have found them from the, I guess they're technically city crates in the caves, so hopefully I can go ahead and find a blueprint which will allow me to make more. In fact, honestly, I might actually already have one, and I just kind of forgot. I'll have to go check that. But yeah, honestly, I think that that's going to be it for this one, simply because I don't know if I really have much more time for the video to go ahead and do something, even this small defense outpost, but yeah, I think we've gone ahead and done a decent amount, and honestly, this Reaper was very worth it. I mean, yeah, we probably only took maximum of a fifth of our health from that outpost, though keep in mind that I disabled the turrets incredibly quickly. I got really lucky with how small that one was, so not all of them are going to be that easy, but yeah, he was definitely worth getting a hold of, and I'll have to go ahead and clear out my inventory in a bit. Here, I can just quickly check the Thyla saddle, though. I'm not seeing one, so yeah, I'll have to keep looking around. Anyway, yeah, sorry for the getting sidetracked all the time, but I think that this was really profitable. I think that Reaper was definitely worth it, and I have a ton of backups to go ahead and use. And I didn't actually kill the queen, so if she's still there, I might go ahead and spend some time just over there trying to cycle through more of them, see if I can get any that might turn out to be decent, but I'm not really expecting to get too much better because I think her levels are mostly into weight, so I'm pretty much only going to get good weight stat ones, but maybe I'll get really lucky and I can come out with one that has like 40 in both damage and health, and honestly, I'd like a little bit of stam, but honestly, I think this guy is more than capable of doing what I need him to do, and these bison are definitely really powerful. I cannot wait to have these things mutated and see what they can do to an alpha outpost. I'm really hoping that we can handle that and get that done soon, and I'm honestly kind of thinking I might go ahead and start mutating Thylas just because having the bleed is so nice, but we'll have to see about that. But anyways, that's going to be it for this episode, so thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, farewell.